Your travel nurse tenant just texted you a photo of a busted water heater, and now you have exactly one decision to make fast. You scramble to fix it with them still inside, or do you move them out for a few days like some kind of hospitality witness protection program? Here is the secret nobody tells new midterm landlords. You are not just renting a room, you are renting reliability. The second that water heater dies, your tenant is not thinking about your plumbing budget, they are thinking about whether they can shower before their 12-hour shift. So let's talk about alternate accommodations, because this is where amateur hour ends and professional hosting begins. If a repair forces the unit offline for more than a day or two, you need a backup plan ready before you ever need it, not while you are panicking in a hardware store parking lot. The simplest option is keeping a relationship with a nearby extended stay hotel or another short-term unit you or a partner manages. Travel nurses already live out of suitcases, so a temporary swap feels less disruptive to them than it would to a regular tenant. Think of it like an understudy in a play. The show must go on even if the main set piece is getting repainted. Your tenant does not care that the curtain is technically a different curtain, they just want the performance, meaning a working kitchen and a hot shower, to continue. Cost is the next question, and here's where people get nervous for no reason. You do not have to eat the entire bill like some sacrificial landlord lamb. Many leases let you prorate the days offline or cover only the difference between your rate and the temporary lodging. Communication is honestly the biggest skill here, more than carpentry or plumbing knowledge. Send a clear message explaining what broke, how long it will take, and what the backup plan is, because silence is what turns a minor inconvenience into a 1-star review essay. A lot of hosts panic and think offering alternate housing makes them look incompetent. Wrong. It is the opposite. It is the difference between a doctor who admits a mistake and treats you immediately versus one who just leaves you in the waiting room forever. History lesson for a second, hotels have been doing this since basically forever. It is called a walk, where they move you to another property if yours overbooks or floods. You are just doing a tiny version of that, except instead of a bellhop, you have a group text and maybe a borrowed air mattress. Now let's bust a myth. Some new hosts think their lease has to spell out every single contingency or they are legally doomed. In reality, a simple clause about temporary relocation during essential repairs covers most situations. You do not need a contract written by a paranoid wizard. Preparation looks like this in practice. Know 1 or 2 backup units or hotel partners in your area before you ever sign a tenant. Waiting until disaster strikes to start Googling is like trying to learn to swim while you are already drowning. Technically possible, not recommended. Here is a human truth though. Most travel nurses have seen worse than a broken water heater. Hospitals do not stop running because of a leak, so showing them you have a calm plan actually builds trust instead of breaking it. Doubt creeps in for some hosts who think tenants will use this as an excuse to break the lease early. Realistically, most tenants stick around if they feel taken care of. People do not leave good treatment, they leave bad communication. So the takeaway is simple. Repairs happen, pipes do not care about your calendar, but your response is what tenants actually remember. A smooth fixed story becomes a 5-star review, a chaotic one becomes a cautionary tale shared in nurse group chats nationwide. If you want help building a backup housing plan or connecting with vetted short-term options near your rental, you want to learn more about our company? Check out our links in the description.